Alright, so you're saying here that mas okay ang Suzuki Raider J crossover over the PG1 simply because it's more reliable pag nag-off-road ka talaga or nag-trail riding ka, whether be it night or day. Now, I simply believe that you're right. Kailangan mo ng mechanical kickstart. Kasi pag nag-trail ride ka or nag-off-road ka, may chance na mabasa electricals mo and it won't work. It's a good point. But let's put together the PG1 and the Suzuki Raider J crossover head to head. Alright, so we have a spec sheet over here. So may kodigo tayo. Let's start. Also, let's start with the engine. Yamaha PG1 has a 114cc air-cooled 4-stroke single overhead cam, while the Suzuki Raider J crossover has a 113cc air-cooled 4-stroke single overhead cam. So lamang ng isa ang PG1. Let's go to max power. So sa PG1, sabi 8.8 horsepower at 7,000 RPM, while the Suzuki Raider J crossover has 9.1 horsepower at 7,500 RPM. So mas late lang ng onte pero mas malakas siya ng very little. Now, it says here, let's talk about torque. Diba kailangan to torque pag off-road? So it says here 9.5 Newton meters of torque at 5,500 RPM. So 5,500 RPM yon. Lower the better kasi para mas maaga siya. But the Suzuki Raider J crossover loses by 0.5, 9.0 Newton meters at 6,500 RPM. So mas mahina yung hatak niya, mas late. But we'll figure out where would that factor in. So later. Transmission is both 4-speed semi-manual. And then we have the seat height. Mas mataas ang PG1, 795, over the 775 millimeters of Raider J crossover. Now, let's talk about fuel tank capacity. 5.1 liters on PG1, and then the J crossover is 4 liters. Fuel economy is, these are claimed by Yamaha and Raider J, or rather the Suzuki. Sabi ng Yamaha, 59 kilometers per liter daw yung PG1, but the Suzuki Raider J crossover claims to have 60 to 65. Well, I believe that. Kasi Suzuki, magaling sila sa ganyan, sa optimization of fuel economy. Now, curb weight is 107 kilograms sa PG1 and 97 kilograms sa Suzuki Raider J crossover. Now, that's a very big factor. Also this, ground clearance ng PG1 is 190 millimeters while the Suzuki Raider J is 156. Ang laki ng difference, almost 40. Now, the price, however, is also different. So, original price ng PG1 is about 93, 96, I think. But now it's 82 to 83,000 Philippine pesos according to their website, still up to this day. But ang Raider J crossover naman by Motor Trade is around 70,000 Philippine pesos. Now, saan nga ba magpa-factor in yung weight and sa torque? So, torque comes in a little bit late sa Raider J crossover, but mas magaang siya, pero mas mataas ang PG1. But, okay, real-world application, I have more faith sa Raider J crossover. You know why? Because I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about these two motorcycles. Matter of fact, I can recommend you two YouTubers na lagi silang magkasama. They go adventuring. And when I say adventuring, they go adventuring. Umakit sila ng bundok, tough terrains and whatnot. So, kung gusto nyo talagang ipang harabas ng PG1, pero iniisip nyo rin ng Raider J, check out si Derek Gino and si Eli Motor. Yung dalawa na yun, madalas magkasama yan. Marami silang videos on their channels na magkasama sila and they would show the tough terrains that they went through. Now, with that said, my vote is sa Raider J kahit mas mababa siya. Kasi, mas mababa ang upuan niya, mas madali yung ilapat yung mga paa pag nag-off-road ka. Now, 156 I think is alright. It could be better. Pwede naman taasan yung shocks natin or lagyan ng extender or whatever over PG1. Kasi, well, 10,000 pa rin yung difference nila sa presyo. Tapos ipangaharabas ko lang. Kung ako, Raider J na lang. And may kickstart pa. Diba? Again, my vote, Raider J. Pero, I'm not saying that the PG1 can't do it. The PG1 can do it. But not as easy as the Raider J could. check out Direct Gino and Elimotor. Alright. Bye.